Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Apologies for the technical difficulties this morning, but everything is up and running with the microphone. So thank you for your patience, and thank you for your patience also this morning. We appreciate it very much. So, of course, we are getting ready for the welcome celebrations of the Ayodhya Sri Raam Lalla to Trinidad and Tobago on the 25th of May. It's happening at the One Central Mall in Charlieville. And joining us this morning in studio is Ramdass, the Secretary of the Ayodhya Sri Raam Lalla to Trinidad and Tobago, and Swami Sadashivananda Pertham from the Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sabha Incorporated, or Swamiji.
Thank you.
Good morning again and welcome.
Blessed good morning to you and to the nation.
Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it and very excited to learn more about this auspicious event in Trinidad and Tobago. Secretary Ramdass, if we could start with you, can you share with us what the mission of the Ayodhya Sri Raam Lalla is?
Yes, our mission is to advocate the chanting of the holy names of God.
Okay.
And also to spread the cultivation of human values and practice in our land and the world.
Absolutely beautiful. And Swamiji, can you explain to us the mission of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sabha Incorporated?
So we share similar values. We are a partner organization with the Raam Lalla committee happening, and our aims and objectives are the same: universalism and sharing that universal principle with humanity. Yes.
Absolutely beautiful. So how did the two organizations come together for this to happen?
Well, how did our organization come together? We're just only in our second year.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
There was this, last year, there was the inauguration celebration in India of the new temple, Ayodhya Sri Ram Mandir, and the installation of the deity Sri Ram as a child. That is, Ayodhya is his birthplace in India.
Okay.
For centuries, there was no temple there, and there was no temple of Lord Rama, even his birthplace, for legal issues and so on. And that has been solved. A temple was consecrated there, and the Murti was consecrated. That's a beautiful temple was constructed, and the Lord was consecrated there last year. We were advised by a Swami who was invited to go to India that we should do something here in Trinidad, and we observed the occasion here in Trinidad. And our celebration was so grand that it came to the notice of India and around the world. And in India, they decided to have 4 murtis constructed or built, created. The first one was offered to Trinidad and Tobago. So we were blessed. It's a gift from India, from the Lord to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And that gave rise to the birth of this organization.
Wow, absolutely beautiful. I can only imagine how that makes everybody feel and the impact on the greater, the wider Hindu community as well. Can you share with us the significance of the Grand Raam Lalla Murti's arrival here?
Yes. Well, the Lalla is a child.
Okay.
So he was about 5 years old. That's his birthplace. So Ram is, in Hinduism, we believe in the Lord comes as a human person from time to time to live amongst man, to be an example to man, so that man can follow, and he leaves teaching to them. So thousands and thousands of years ago, the Lord came in own form as Sri Ram, Lord Rama, right? And at that time, he advocated truth and righteousness. He lived a life of truth and righteousness, which included peace and love and nonviolence.
Yeah.
So this is what we are about.
Wonderful, and values that we know in today's society, not just here in Trinidad and Tobago, but throughout the world, we definitely need to share. And speaking about sharing, Swamiji, can you share with us what we can look forward to and some of the significance behind what's taking place on the 25th of May?
So I must say this is an extraordinary event, and we are expecting international participants coming, dignitaries coming, our dear friends from Ayodhya Mandir, even from the United States. They're going to be here celebrating in this wonderful, I will call it, meeting diaspora in Trinidad for this global event. We are going to have musicians of the highest caliber, in the person of Sri Rana Mohibji. And of course, we have other representatives with songs and dances and festivals committee being there. We are also having 10 puja stations where the wider public can come and do their outpouring of love and offerings to the lotus feet of Sri Ram before the actual unveiling ceremony itself. So the gates open at 12 noon. Those who were registering online, they were told to register at ASROTT to receive their commemorative golden coins that have been provided by the government of India and our friends of Ayodhya Sri Ram Mandir.
Wow, this is absolutely beautiful. It's wonderful to see. I mean, this is so deeply significant. I have to ask, away from the event, we'll start with you, Swamiji. How are you feeling about this happening on the 25th of May?
I am elated. I'm ecstatic about the celebration that we can bring together unity in our country at this time, every walk of life. The name itself, I love to use the acronym Rama. The name Rama represents right action of mankind always. And when we put that together, we see that the right conduct of human values, where everyone can come under the sun to celebrate life, to celebrate the ecology of our society, to get in harmony with the environment, with each other, that we can share one common purpose, which is the celebration of human values. And this is what Sri Ram stood for, even in the epic Ramayana. His core values and principles were there that we can, in fact, model and emulate.
Amazing. And Secretary Ramdass, how are you feeling with this happening in Trinidad?
Very, very happy. Very, very, and blessed. We are blessed as a country. Very often we ask, why Trinidad and Tobago? And why the first? Because we are a loving country. We are a peaceful country. We are people that believe in God. We live amongst each other. We respect each other, though we have different values and different religions and we are different races. We are multicultural, multi-ethnic, and we're an example to the world. Yeah. That's why.
It is definitely a beautiful melting pot. But as you mentioned, there are, of course, multicultural, also different religions. Yes. Is this open to people who are not practicing Hindus?
Yes, this is open to all. The Lord belongs to all. There's only one Lord. He's called by many names.
Yeah, definitely.
And there are many parts to him. So all are invited. And we are having him as a representative of truth and righteousness, peace and love.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, for those of you who may not be able to make it, it's also going to be right here at TTT. You're going to be able to watch it on Sunday. But for those who are able to make it on Sunday, Swamiji, this sounds like, and from what we've seen, a lot of people are going to be there. Yes. What time is this starting, and when do you recommend we come?
So it is going to be a grand affair, and obviously I would advise that you get there early so that parking is available, and the gates open at 12 noon. Okay. There are, of course, our ushers who will welcome you at the gates and provide wonderful stickers with the name Sri Ram written on your forehead to welcome you. Also, you will be directed to join us at the puja station where you can make special offerings, and so you'll be guided throughout. There is so much of entertainment, of chanting the universal name of the Lord. So the congregational aspect of it is there. And we are also celebrating, Natasha, 180 years of East Indian arrival to this country. So apart from the main venue and the main attraction, we'll also be having some stations for the Indian arrival to depict that very celebration of Indian arrival, coming together this global celebration that everyone can take with them a piece of India, a piece of Trinidad, a piece of Bhagavan with them.
Something that is deeply significant in Trinidad and Tobago, 180 years.
Yes, indeed.
And it's incredible to see that this actually coincides with the celebrations. Was that intentional or
No,
divinely
it's the
guided?
Lord. It's the Lord doing.
No.
You know, it's the Lord doing. You see, Lord Rama, his teachings are within the holy pages of the Ramayana. All of his teachings. So when our foreparents came to this land, they brought with them the Jahaji bundle, and some of them brought a little Ramayana. After their day's work, they will listen to the Ramayana, they'll sing the Ramayana, and it'll give them peace and joy, and they prepare for the next day's work.
Yeah.
So it's so happen. It's coincidental, we may call it, but to my mind, this is divinity at work.
Yeah.
It's a divine plan.
It definitely is divinity at work. And of course, for those of you who haven't heard yet or may not be able to make it, it's going to be right here at TTT, so you do not want to miss it. Auspicious. But is it once in a lifetime? Is this maybe going to happen again or no?
I think this is once in a lifetime opportunity. It is history being created in Trinidad and Tobago and in the wider Caribbean, that to be part of it. Of course, in history being made, it is something to follow up as we will be moving throughout the nook and cranny of Trinidad and Tobago.
We're taking this more
Okay.
To take this initiative to even do motorcades with the Sri Rama and to have his presence at various locations, strategic locations in Trinidad. Even Tobago, we're hoping to go to Tobago as well to spread that love and message there.
Have these locations been publicized yet, or do
No,
we
not
have
as
to
yet.
wait and see?
It's a plan in the making.
Okay.
So we have constructed a mobile temple where these murtis will be installed. I just want to emphasize on that. On this day, the murti would not be consecrated. It's
Okay.
just unveiled for people to see. In our tradition, a murti needs to be consecrated. That is fixed at a location where it wouldn't move. So we are taking, before that event comes up, we're taking it throughout the country.
Wonderful. That's absolutely beautiful to see.
And then he will decide where he's going to be located.
Yes, and I'm sure you'll get a very clear message. That is definite. Now, one of the things that's also so beautiful about this is the fact that there are so many corporate sponsors on board. How it's not something that you
It's
always
love.
see.
It's love and devotion,
Yeah.
and it's spirituality. And when you follow the path of righteousness, of truth and righteousness will follow you and bless you.
Yeah, definitely,
You know?
that's for sure.
Yes.
We would have seen in the video so many sponsors, from Kusals
Yes.
to Prasad, Upper Level, Bright Ideas, Audit, Accounts and Tax Services, Chatak, many names that we
Yes.
all know and love. Of course, the little store. A favorite for
Which
many
is
of
not
us.
which is not so little.
No, definitely not so little at all. Wonderful store. You'll see all the information there on your screen. For those of you who are interested, of course, you can go on and register at www.asrott.com. Just to confirm, Swamiji, we just mentioned registration, so it's a case of you have to register. You can't turn up on the day. Is that correct?
No, it is open to the wider public.
Okay.
The registration is only for the commemorative golden coin
Okay.
being presented, gifted to us for the wider distribution. So the coin is really, you need to go online to register. This is order to control
Facilitate
those
the
who, the
distribution.
recipients, those who will receive it. And you go online, astro.tt.com, where you register. So you are sure to get your coin. You don't want to show up on the day and waiting in long lines and then you don't receive a coin.
Yeah.
You have that opportunity to go beforehand, register, and when you arrive at the gate, you can scan with the bar. It's going to be registered. You get a barcode.
Yeah.
You scan it on your phone. You know, technology is the way forward. So they scan your phone with the barcode, and you will be registered, and they will present you with your token, and also you're free to engage and join the glorious celebrations.
And these celebrations, I know we clarified
Yeah.
what time it's starting, but this is
Yeah.
going all day?
Yes, until about 7 in the evening. We hope to have the lighting of diyas and so on. Yeah?
Yes.
And there'll be the chanting of the Ramayana. The various pundits will be there, learned pundits will be there, and they'll be chanting and sing the divine chalisas and so on. Yes.
I feel like every time we start to talk and a new question comes up, we learn
Yes.
something more about what's
Call
going
us
to be
again.
happening on
Call
Sunday.
us again.
Sorry?
Call us again. We'll
Call
come
us
and-
again?
Yes. We'll
Okay,
come and talk.
before we call you again, is there anything else you'd like to share
Yes,
about what's
yes.
happening on Sunday?
Yes, there's going to be a lot of love. There's going to be a lot of joy and happiness and spirituality.
Yeah.
There's going to be an awakening, a spiritual awakening in our land. There's going to be the dawn of peace and love and happiness in our country.
Absolutely beautiful. Swamiji, any words for Trinidad and Tobago as we close?
So as we move forward and closer to this most exciting celebration, you know, the color of the murti in itself being a dark form represents the richness of the earth. And it is all of attraction for humanity. This is the age which we call the Kali Yuga. It's the Iron Age. And this is why even the Murti is depicted in his full glory, coming to the shores of Trinidad and Tobago for all of God's people. And if you have that special inclination towards religiosity, spirituality, and human values, Sri Ram is there for everyone, standing for dharma, righteousness. And he wants us to know, in the form of a universal message, that we are all God's people, and we need to continue to thrive together, support each other, and live harmoniously in one accord.
Well, Swamiji, thank you so much. Secretary Ramdass, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Of course,
Yes.
hoping we have you back again soon. You don't want to miss the welcome celebrations happening on the 25th of May. If you can't make it in person, tune into TTT because it will be live right here. Stay tuned. The Now Morning Show will be back right after this break.